past months, due to the COVID-19 global crisis, maintaining a realistic thinking has been one of the greatest challenges that we have faced. After 6 months or more of the first statement about the virus, there is still a high level of uncertainty. I agree with the American businessman Max DePree. The first responsibility of a leader is to define reality. However, during this time of crisis, how can we do that? Being optimistic and having a vision is fundamental in the development of any plan. However, as leaders, we are regularly in front of situations that require us to face the reality of the moment, define a goal, and establish a strategy to achieve it. Having realistic thinking, it's allowed the leader in three important areas. First, promote the responsibility that every leader should have to manage resources properly. Second, understand the difference between making an important decision or making a decision that it's part of the daily management of a business. And third, make decisions on time and with high degree of efficiency, simplifying the systems and the procedures around the team. Some might believe that being realistic is the first step to separate yourself from the hope that is required to overcome crisis or any challenge. However, those of us that have that experience in the corporate world and have experience as an entrepreneur know that we cannot ignore realistic thinking in our decisions every day. Realistic thinking is the foundation of any plan and strategy. It is needed to maintain productivity and success in any organization. The first step we must take to keep our realistic thinking is to observe the facts in order to remove the wrong assumptions or maybe the data that is not too accurate. We also need to use reliable sources of information. For example, some news media do not always present reliable news. Also, we need to collect options for those you consider making sound decisions. Even more, we need to evaluate the ideas of others. As legitimate as the idea sounds, it might be based on personal agendas or inaccurate facts. Also, we need to use something so important, so all of us, we need to use our values. Go ahead and ask the question, what is the right thing to do? Another important point is to focus on the people around you and those that depend on you. That is the most important role of a leader. Remember that. And last but not least, remember the last crisis or the last challenge that you faced. What do you learn from that experience? What kind of experience do you have already that you can use right now to make your leadership better? During these months, many of us have been in quarantine. Some of us made this decision long before the government imposed it. Since the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reported that this virus spread mainly through close person-to-person contact, the choice to practice social distancing was the most logical and, of course, the realistic to take. Unfortunately, for many, the decision did not take effect until weeks later, and for others, it has not been possible to practice due to the roles in their workforce. The reality for all of them is probably different. Let's remember that this is not the first or the last crisis that we face. We have faced others of different magnitude. But let's face it, as leaders, we will continue encounter more challenges. For that reason, it is so important for us as a leader to develop our realistic thinking and making it a part of our leadership habits for success. In time of crisis, leaders must remember the importance of realistic thinking and also the importance of growing. Whether you are responsible of a company, a team, or maybe yourself, you are developing your own leadership, the more effective you are as a leader in time of crisis, the further you will go. So if you are thinking to take your leadership to the next level, we are here to help you. So I would like to invite you to follow our videos and continue the discussion. You will find a coaching questions that help you reflect, plus tips to facilitate you to take immediate action. Our desire is to add value to your leadership, help you increase your productivity, to have more clarity on your next step, have better results, and higher levels of achievements. Like this video, and don't hesitate to add your questions or comments. We will be happy to reply to you. Remember that you can benefit others if you share this material with them. Visit our YouTube channel and subscribe. And don't forget to click the little bell to receive notification of our new material. In the meantime, I want you to reflect, how can you define reality in every situation? See you soon.